Good evening, welcome back to A Place in Space. It is a Tuesday, which is, as many of you know, brand new comic book day. If you don't, and you're new to us in this video, hi, and we will probably get to what you're waiting for in a few minutes' time. Alrighty, kicking off this week, we've got a new and a very much an indie book, Alice in Leatherland. Now, if you're a fan of anything Maria Lovett has ever done, this could be well up your street. Female-fronted, modern erotica, par excellence, sepia-tinged. Now, obviously, given what I've just said, there's probably very few panels in which I can show you. I can show you this. Gorgeous artwork. From two, unbeknownst to me, I'm holding that quite closer than I normally would. Hopefully, you'll be picking up on those. Yeah, really very cool. Moving back over to Marvel and the House of Mouse super quickly. This is Alien issue 2. You guys have ordered this in your legions. Issue 1 was huge. Issue 2 was apparently huger. I know, absolutely crazy. If you have been enjoying Alien, awesome. Also be aware that Marvel are doing the Predator series very soon as well. So they've completely taken over and revamped the old licenses that Dark Horse have had for decades in some fact. And these Alien is already on Marvel. Predator will be soon as well. So if you're looking out for that, send us a message, we can sort you out. Okay? Amazing Spider-Man 64 is out from Marvel this week. Just to give you a little update, Nick Spencer is still on board, but he's not been very controversial of late. So come on, Nick, cause a snap. Cause a fuss. We like it. Pronunciation games, here we go. Koji Kakaru the Skinner. Maybe. Who knows? Mike Mignola's Mignolaverse continues to rumble onwards. So if you're a fan of anything he's ever done, Hellboy or Lobster Johnson or otherwise, this is yet another installment for anything Mike has done. I've read far fewer pieces than I actually should have done, if I'm honest. And everything I've ever read that Mike has done, I've loved. It's out now. This looks very cool. The Many Deaths of Layla Starr from Ram V. Hello, Felipe Andrade. Don't know who you are, but that is gorgeous. New #1 out now on Boom. I have read a few Ram V bits over the last couple of years, and I have to say, he's never failed to impress. The boy's doing good. The Walking Dead issue 13 in colour. This is quite possibly the greatest trick Robert Kirkman has ever pulled in the world of comics ever. Even more so than the very first time of The Walking Dead. What do I sell after that, he says? The same thing. Again, in colour. And even more of us will buy it than the first time round, including us here at A Place in Space. Rob, you're a genius. Truth and Justice issue 3 is out now. Many of you may be sleeping on this particular issue because this one stars Mr. John Constantine, aka Hellblazer, front and centre. He was not in issue 1 and 2. Okay, so if you're a fan of the man in the trench coat and a cigarette, do not miss that one. Okay. Ultra Mega issue 1 was one of the highest selling bumper sized image #1s they've ever had. That is the second print out now, just in time for issue 2 this week. There's quite a few covers for this, so if you're a completist, get peeking. There's probably more than you think. Marvel have jumped on the anthologies. I'm doing it rather well. New female-fronted Women of Marvel one-shot. I'm showing cover D here. That's the Peach Momoko Scarlet Witch cover, which I've no doubt will be snapped up in the wake of WandaVision. But very pretty stuff indeed. Now we come up to quite possibly one of the most emailed and corresponded about comics of all time, and I'm not exaggerating at all. This is Batman Fortnight issue 1. I think it's fair to say at this point it's been a complete surprise in some ways, but a runaway success in every way, shape or form. I just want to show the interior page just so you can get a little peek at the artwork. But of course, when the issue arrives to you, it will be sealed. Alright? So all of them come in the bags. Now, we have a little Q&A prepared for this one because when I said earlier it was the most written about comic of all time we've ever had, I was not joking. Let's go.
Does the comic come with the game code?
Yes.
When are you going to send my comic?
We will start processing this from tomorrow, so you'll get it very soon.
When is issue 6 being listed?
We will list it very soon.
Can you send me the code today?
No.
What are the other codes going to be?
We don't know yet.
Are you getting all of the others in the series?
Definitely.
Will the codes be used?
Nope.
Is this a printed version or a digital version?
They will all be printed physical copies.
Can I return it after using the code?
No. No, you cannot. Alright? So, yeah, if you've never ordered from us before, and what I'm getting from seeing a lot of your orders that many of you haven't, so welcome. We will start processing this as soon as possible, and you'll likely get it throughout this week, end of this week, potentially even early next week. Alright? But very soon that will be in your hands. Now, I want to finish up super quickly on a bit of an indie darling, but you may not know it yet. But many of you bought A Girl Walks Home Alone. New out from Behemoth. It was black and white, it was nasty, it was based on a movie, it was horror par excellence, and you all loved it, frankly. Very much in the same vein, Damien Conley's You Promised Me Darkness. Again, from the boys and girls at Beermoth. I'm just going to show you the interior page because this has got it nailed. Just worth for dark ambience. Now, many of you will have actually held the comic A Girl Walks Home Alone since I actually prattled on about it in a video recently. They're very thick cardstock covers. They feel quality. If I'm not naming any names, but there's a lot of thin paper in the comic world out there these days. Not so with this. It's gorgeous to hold. And I've no doubt read. Just going to show a few of the other covers super quickly. It's cover B. I think this is cover that's cover E. Love the colour palette on that one. And I'm just going to show this cover here. It is the incentive. I believe it's quite pricey, but blow me down and woof around. That is, love that. That's gorgeous. I thought that was Francavilla when I first saw it, but it's not. Cute though. Few quick covers of the week. Jenny Frischen charges back into the list with that, which is just delicious if you're a Catwoman or Selena Kyle fan. This is the cover C Virgin variant for Radiant Black. Goni Montez. Would not have guessed that actually. Nice. Stray Dogs has been fusing horror, dogs and comedy for a while now. That is the horror cover B. Nicely done. Walking Dead, we just prattled on about that a little bit. It's only had 3 covers recently. It's back up to 4 covers for this issue because Dave Reposers just churned out that, which is gorgeous. Well done, Mr. Dave. That's lovely. And we've mentioned him a few times in these videos over the years, but Ben Oliver has been kicking up a little bit of a stir recently on Dynamite Vampirella covers, and I love that. Many of you will know him from his work in DC covers, but if you're a fan of all things kitchen pulp, Dynamite have got you covered with Ben Oliver recently. Man's doing some sterling work. Right, that should be enough for this week. Hi again if you're new, and if you've seen me before and you're already fed up with me, yeah, see you soon.